Hey guys, I'm here to do a review on episode 4. I flaked out on the last two episodes. I just had a lot going on the past 2 weeks and didn't really get around to doing one. Um, I kind of feel bad about not doing them because I did one for episode 1 and then skipped out on the two, but I got busy and didn't really get around to it, but this one was like really, really, really good. So I really wanted to do one for it because this was the first one. I feel like this one kind of started off the season for me. The other ones were like good and everything, but this one was like where it was like really real and like really interesting, and actually like made me excited to see what was gonna happen like next. So we start off. Everyone's done with Liv. Everyone's over Liv. I'm over Liv. I'm really pissed off with Liv because of the whole cancer lie. Really disappointed me, really upset me. I don't know the whole story from her point of view, and I'm sure it really did freak her out and scare her, but she should have really kept that to herself and been like, or at least been like, I didn't get a medical opinion, you know, from an actual medical professional, but I do have a cancer scare going on or something like that. Not, straight up said she did have cancer, because that's not something to fuck around with. So, no one in the house was really fucking with her or Dime at this point, which is, I kind of feel bad for Dime because I kind of get the sense that Dime had no idea either. Especially when Liv came in and gave the news and they did that little confessional, and Dime's like, wait, so you're fine? Like, what the fuck's going on? Then we get flashbacks of all the girls and Angela, with that flashback. Like, I've had dogs die of cancer. Like, everyone around me is dying of cancer. Like, okay, Angela. So, no. So then Olivia asks, where they're going, when they go out to the club. And Asia straight up, like, ignores her. Like, Asia doesn't reply. Asia's not giving her the time of day, but like says something to Christina, and Liv's like getting annoyed. Liv's getting pissed off. And it's like, bitch, like you really don't have any right to get annoyed here. You made your bed so late in it. Like, that's how I feel. Like, if you're saying like I understand why they're mad, you can't get pissed at them for ignoring you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hypocritical for you to be like, I understand why they're mad, but I'm pissed that they're ignoring me. So then Liv tells Dime she's not going to talk to any of them all night, which is, I don't think they're going to talk to you either. And then her and Dime are wondering about the new girls and, when they're going to get them and whatever. So we meet the Wallace sisters first. Hmm. The thing about the Wallace sisters are like, by the book, the definition of ratchet. I'm sorry. And I feel stupid for saying that because the main thing Jamie said was they're going to look at us as ratchet. And, I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't see sneak peeks and whatever. I knew from the moment I saw the sneak peeks and pictures of them and whatever, like, these girls are going to be a problem. They're going to be ratchet. They're going to be a hot ass mess. So Jamie and Jazz are strippers who work together. Um, They both share the same mom and dad. Um, so they're like full blooded sisters. And once they're done stripping, Jamie wants to either open up her own strip club or a daycare. Those are like two completely different, opposite, like, goal sets, but I mean, okay, you do you. So we meet them. Next sisters we meet are the Millionaires. Now, I'm not familiar with the Millionaires' music, but I did have a lot of scene friends in middle school, so I know of the Millionaires. And, like, Allison is fucking bae. Because I love Asian girls, I really do. And, like, Melissa's really cute, but Allison's just fine as hell. And they have, like, a keychain flask. Um, they're, in a group, they compare themselves to Kesha. I really like their vibe. Like, I feel like they're kind of like, badasses. Like, they're cool chicks. Like, you know, so they all meet up. Jamie, Jazz. This is weird in the first place because that means, like, instead of having 8 girls, they're going to have 10 girls now, which is, like, really weird. It's like, okay. Like, that's interesting. Don't know why they're doing that. So they all meet up. They start talking. They're all getting along and stuff and talking about where they're living. And the millionaires are like, yeah, we're moving around. We're living in Vegas. And Jasmine's like, yeah, I almost got beat up in an airport. I'm like, all right. Like, that's the thing I can say I love about Jamie and Jasmine is they're really comic relief. Like, they are. They're funny as fuck. And so they get on the party bus, and then we go back to the house, and all the girls are having a good time and whatever in the makeup room getting ready. And then Liv walks in. It's dead silence. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I was Liv, I would leave because that's so awkward. That is so fucking awkward. So the replacements get to the house, and Dime comes out to greet them, and she's like, what the fuck? Because she sees 4. And the millionaires go into the makeup room to greet the girls, and they're like, hi, I'm Allison, I'm Melissa. And then Jamie and Jasmine go in, and Angela's face killed me. Angela's looking at them like, what the fuck is this? These bitches are like dirty rats. Like, what the hell is going on? And it is crazy. Like, they are so loud. They're twerking on everything, running around screaming. My sister brought up a really good point, though, which is I have to point out, is these girls are all talking about how loud these bitches are and obnoxious they are, right? But it's their first night there. Like, if you think about it, all eight of them, their first day there, they were loud as fucking hype too. It's their first day; they're gonna be hype. So, but they're automatically not feeling Jamie and Jasmine because they feel like they're ratchet and they're dirty and they smell bad and whatever. And they're not feeling Melissa because of her bow. I like Melissa's bow. I mean, I feel like it's a bit too like 2008 scene. 2007, 2008 scene, but I feel like that's like her signature look, and I feel like that's like her thing. So they go out to the club, whatever, and they're all dancing around, and Liv comes up to Amber and goes like, fuck the replacements. I know you guys have your problems with me and whatever, but at the end of the day, like, I'm on your guys' side. I ride with y'all till the end. And Amber's like, oh, Liv, you thought we forgot. Nope, we know you're still a liar. I'm like, Liv, now Liv. Like, Liv really thought they forgot. Liv really thought the whole replacement thing was gonna, like, be like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we forgive you for completely lying, putting the whole house into a heartbreaking fucking powwow just to come out and be like, yeah, I was just saying. But, so the millionaires get on stage and do a performance. I mean, it's not my type of music, but I thought the performance was cute. Like, they did a good job, Everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, these bitches perform and whatever. Like, they did pretty well. I liked it. Like, they have good stage presence, I guess. They're really good. Everyone was feeling it. I feel like everyone's feeling the millionaires, but they're not feeling the Wallace sisters, which is, I kind of understand that. I'm kind of on that level. So the next day, they're trying to figure out because they have like 8 beds but 10 girls, and it turns out Oxygen had like a secret room. Right? Oxygen is just so petty to me, honestly. Oxygen, like, why are you wasting your funding on building a secret room? Like, you use your funding on your effects, please. Even though they have me dead, like, those effects kill me. So, like, they find the secret room, and Melissa and Allison take it. I guess what I can say is, like, with Melissa and Allison, like, I like Allison because of her or Melissa because of her commentary. Like, Melissa's confessionals have me dead as fuck. Like, she's great. So, then, the originals are talking, and they're like, oh, Asia's like, so I just came up with this really original good idea. And the really original good idea that just popped up in my head that I just thought of, like spur of the moment, like it just popped up in my head, is we're gonna take a vodka bottle and fill it with water and take shots, but then we're gonna have real alcohol and give it to the replacements. So that was her original idea. And so they do that, and Jamie and Jed are like, yeah, we're down, whatever. And they play like this game I don't understand. Like, if anyone wants to tell me like the rules or like how the game is played, feel free to message me and let me know, because I was so confused. It was like you ask a question, and then right after you ask a question, and then you answer. But if you answer while someone's asking, you have to take a drink. Or if you like hesitate, you take a drink. I don't know. It's really confusing. So they're playing this question game, and Jamie and Jazz get like super fucked up. And Jamie's talking about how they won't hire her because her ass is too fat, which is I beg to differ. And then Jamie's in her confessional talking about how Melissa and Allison are whack because they're just, laying out and they won't play, which is they've probably seen the fucking show before and they're smart enough to realize, well, damn, they're tricking the newbies and giving them alcohol while these bitches are drinking water. We're not going to look that stupid. So Jamie runs into the house, into the bathroom, and throws up. This is where I got like really disgusted and I was kind of over her. Is like, okay. She throws up, mind you, it gets on the curtain, on the bathroom floor, and in the sink. She threw up in the sink, not in the toilet. And that's pretty nasty. So she doesn't clean up, she goes to bed. And Christina notices it. She's like, no, that's fucking nasty. And Asia, I think, goes and, like, she's like, bitch, there's vomit all over the floor. You puked. And Jamie goes, I puked, but it's not on the floor. That's a lie. And so they bring Jamie out and show her it, and they go, you need to clean this up because everyone uses this bathroom. And Jamie's like, I'm not going to clean that up. I'm not going to do that. Now, if I was living in the house with somebody like months and months and months, or years even, to the point where I knew you really well and we were really close friends and you were really shit faced and I cared about you, I would consider cleaning it because of the fact you're really drunk, you need to sleep. If I just met you legitimately like 1 or 2 days ago and you go and puke all over the place and don't clean it up, I'm going to make you clean it up. Because I'm not cleaning your puke up. I don't know you. The fact that you clean up and or the fact you throw up and you can't clean it up, that's disgusting. Like, that's legitimately really gross. So that really turned me off to her. So then they go out to the club again. And they're getting ready for the club, and Allison and Melissa are talking about how they don't want to sit next to Jamie in the limo because in the party bus because Jamie didn't shower after she threw up. First of all, I don't even know why the hell it's the same night and you're going out after you got shit faced drunk and threw up and passed out. Like, damn, you must really want to turn up. I would have been sleeping all day. Like, shit. So they go out and humiliate the other girls because they're all twerking on each other and their asses out and whatever, and they're disgusted. And I feel like it's like they're just like really disgusting and humiliating the other girls. I'm not saying they're disgusting. I'm saying they're disgusting, the other girls. But like, it's like they feel like their reputation is being destroyed because of like the other girls. But it's like, I mean, sorry, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like you're kind of destroying your own reputation because of the show you're on. I mean, if you're on a show where a bunch of bitches fight and argue and anyone can be cast, I mean, it's the company you keep, so you don't know who's going to be on there. But so they get in the limo and they're talking about how, they're making them look bad and whatever. The thing is with Jamie and Jasmine is people. I notice everyone keeps trying to tell them like their piece and try to explain like what they don't like about them, and it's like in one ear out the other. Like they don't want to retain the information or try to hear out their side. They just want to like keep on doing them and whatever. So they get home and apparently Angela's trying to sleep, but Jamie and Jazz are being too loud. So all of a sudden everyone ends up in that room. Which is I was really confused because I don't even know how they're sleeping in that room because I was pretty sure it was like, no, never mind, I understand because once the twins left, I moved to Asia's room, so never mind. But or moved to Liv's room, but so Angela can't sleep, so because they're too loud, and everyone starts yelling at them because they're too loud, and Christina turns into the fucking wildebeest again, screaming at the top of her lungs, like, my sister can't sleep, like at the top of her lungs, and Jasmine says that she's loud and scary and fat, and I was like, Christina's not fat, Christina's actually really fucking gorgeous. So we move on to the next day, and the millionaires are trying to, like, a last-ditch effort, trying to, like, explain to, Jamie and Jazz, like, the other girls kind of probably have a problem with you because you're really loud, and not a lot of people here are loud. They're kind of quieter than you, and, your loud personalities are probably bugging them for the fact that, you guys are kind of loud. And, the Wallace sisters are like, we don't really care. Jamie says she's the turn-up queen, and Melissa says that's the understatement of the fucking year. So they go in, and then Amber says that Allison and Melissa, they've kind of like accepted them. Like they're not originals, they're not OGs, but they've accepted them, and they've tried to give Jamie and Jazz a second chance, and I'm like, bitch, where? So I really like the Millionaires. I do. I feel like they're probably one of my favorites this season just because I feel like they're just like cool as hell and they're genuine and they're cute. I like that. So then they're going out to the strip club that night, and like nobody wants Jamie and Jasmine there, obviously, but they're going and they're all at the strip club and whatever. And Jamie and Jasmine start dancing in the strip club, like not just like. But like full on like twerking and shit, and then like Jasmine's like licking Jamie's like booty cheek and shit, and that's disgusting. And all the other girls are like watching, like, ew, what the fuck? And it was really nasty, and it was a mess. Like these girls are ratchet as hell. It's like I gotta say though, I really, really like them being added because they are gonna make this season hella fucking interesting. They really are. So, that whole thing happens, and then they get into the party bus, and Angela and Jamie start going at it, and then Jasmine gets in it, and then Angela says, "Shut up, Urkel." And then Jasmine's still being loud and shit and drunk, and Amber's getting really heated. Amber's like, I'm gonna need y'all to shut up. Like, and Amber, doesn't really speak up that much. She's not really opinionated and loud, so it's kind of weird to see her speak up. And then she starts, like, saying her goodbyes to everybody in the bus, which was, it was so petty to me. She's, like, physically in front of them, like, like, I'm about to fuck you up and go home. And then she, like, makes, like, this stone-ass face. She's like, just like trying to decide, like, do I want to fuck this bitch up and leave, or do I want to just let her talk and like try to stay? So Amber jumps up, but she doesn't hit anybody. She just tells Jasmine to shut up. So Jamie pops up, and then Asia pops up and runs at Jamie, and everybody starts going at it. And it was pretty much a hot ass mess. And it got broken up. Jamie got her shirt ripped off. Melissa got her bow ripped off and apparently got a welt on her head. Jasmine said they can't fight, and it was the best night being there. Jamie's in this like weird like bandeau like nipple cover thingy that is completely unflattering, and she doesn't need to wear a jacket because she's a boss bitch apparently. But I don't know. Oh, she doesn't need to wear a jacket because she's real. So, you know, they all get home and whatnot, and they're talking about how they don't want them to come back, and Amber's saying, you know, one of them's going to leave and it's not going to be her. So I guess all in all with this episode, I really liked it because I feel like this was kind of like the start of the season. Like, this really made it for me. Like, you know, it just like this was where it was actually like interesting, because I feel like the drama all this season has been like ridiculously petty. I feel like even like the first fight of the season was fucking like all of them like jumping on top of these poor girls who walked in and did nothing to them, which was disgusting. Like, they bring in these two girls who cause all of these issues, and it goes to hell. That was awesome to me. Like, I feel like it's just like it's gonna get way better, and it's gonna get I feel like it's gonna get way better, and it's gonna be way more entertaining, especially when those other two girls get there and her showed up too, and after next episode, because apparently Liv doesn't have a sister. So yeah, we'll see what happens then.